Assalamualaikum. Today I want to talk about sepak takraw. Sepak takraw is a team sport that is immensely popular in Southeast Asia. The game has a vibrant history, but it was developed and standardized in its current from 1960. So what is sepak takraw? Kick volleyball is another name for the sport. It's played by two teams of 4 players in court very similar to badminton or volleyball court. The sport is played using a round ball that is similar size than a volleyball. The mechanics of this sport bear similarity to other sports such as volleyball and soccer, and at first glance it appears to mixture of these two sports. In order to kick the ball over the net, there are spectacular jump and flick because the arm cannot be used. The name of sepak takraw is a combination of two different words from two different languages. Sepak is a Malay word that means to kick, while takraw is a Thai word that can be interpreted as woven rotan ball. Thus, sepak takraw translate to kick a rotan ball or kick ball. Okay, now I want to talk about the history of sepak takraw. Sepak takraw bears a resemblance to several native sports, particularly in South Asia. For example, sepak raga in Brunei, Malaysia and Singapore, takraw in Thailand, raga in Indonesia, sipa in Philippines, chinlon in Myanmar, katau in Laos and sekdai in Cambodia are all different versions of sepak takraw that are played locally in this country. The exact origin of sepak takraw, also known as a kick volleyball, are not precisely known, but the general understanding is that the sport was introduced to Southeast Asia by China. In fact, sepak takraw is thought to have similar beginning as the most popular sport in the world, Association Soccer. The sport is believed to have evolved from the traditional Chinese game Chuju, which FIFA also recognized as the earliest from modern soccer. Chuju was a form of military exercise in ancient China, in which group of soldiers would kick a letter ball among themselves and try to keep airborne for as long as they could. Historical record prove that sepak takraw background was popular in the Malacca Sultanate, modern-day Malaysia. As early as the 15th century, the sport find a mention in the Malay manuscript called Sejarah Melayu. However, this was not a competitive sport contest between two teams, but rather a fun game enjoyed by a group of individuals. Next, I want to talk about rules of sepak takraw. Game of sepak takraw should be played by two teams of 3 players. Game should be played on a court that fit the regulation size and marking as set out by its staff, with an official sepak takraw ball. The team to serve first is decided by coin toss before the match commences. Plays begin when the server is thrown the ball by teammate and must then kick the ball over the net whilst keeping one foot in the service circle. Player may only touch the ball with their feet, head, knees and chest. Touching the ball with the hand or any other part of the body can result in a fault and a point for the opposition. Each team is allowed a maximum of 3 touches of the ball to return it back over the net without letting it touch the ground. Failure to return the ball over the net before hit the ground result in a point to the opposition. Point are always scored in sepak takraw by opposition faulting, and they can do this in a number of ways. See above. The first team to reach 21 points win a set. The first team to win 2 sets is declared the winner. Thirdly, I want to talk about basics of sepak takraw. The first one is inside kick. Regarded as the most common and basic kick in sepak takraw, the inside kick is used for controlling the ball. This is done with the inside of the foot, as its name implies. Stand with your feet apart and bend your supporting leg a little. Hit the ball with the inside of your other foot. The second one is outside kick. Not very commonly used. The outside kick is a defensive kick that propels the ball upward. To execute an outside kick, the outside of your foot must make contact with the ball as your knee bends inward. The entire kicking legs should make a right angle at the knee, with the calf and foot pointing outwards. The third one is knee kick. The knee kick actually utilizes the thigh. The ball is hit with the part of the thigh that is just above your knee. The stance is reminiscent of marching, but your knees would have to be raised as high as possible. This kick is usually done by players receiving a serve. The fourth one is header. Not unlike a football header, a header spike in sepak takraw involves the use of the forehead to make the ball fly, especially when it's too high in the air for your kick to reach it. This technique is used for both serving and striking. The fifth is horse kick serve. A horse kick serve is difficult to accomplish and requires a high level of skill and flexibility. The horse kick actually refers to a high kick. Kick as high as you need the ball to go, and using your foot hit the ball backward over your shoulder or head. The sixth, sandbag spike. A sandbag spike is similar to the horse kick but done in a jump. To master this, take off on one leg and kick the other up. A scissor kick. While still in the air before finishing the jump kick, hit the ball over your shoulder or head with your other leg. The seventh is a roll spike. A simple roll spike refers to jumping on one leg and flipping in the direction that you want your ball to move, all while remaining airborne. Using the other foot, kick the ball over your opposite shoulder. You should perform the entire spike while still in the air, only landing after you have made contact with the ball. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.